Hello, this video is going to be about YMAX, stock ticker YMAX, and where we can see the price action in the future. So I keep harping about this July move, which was 3 red candles followed by a big green candle. So if we move that move forward, we hit the bottom of that 3-week move finally on the 3rd week at 1441, which is a potential dollar cost average area. It's outside of the regression line. It's a technical move. It's I wouldn't go all in, but dollar cost average. So if we expect the same thing to happen, this green line could represent the movement of YMAX into the future. No guarantee, depending on the stocks that it covers. So why this July move? If we go to the weekly chart SPY, well, if we go back to July, we have 3 red candles followed by a big green candle. Now, what is this big green candle? Well, I think it represents capitulation. Capitulation.
Capitulation.
Capitulation. An agreement or set of conditions, the act of surrendering or ceasing to resist an opponent or demand. Capitulation in stocks is when investors sell their stocks in large numbers due to a prolonged decline in prices. It can occur at the level of a single stock or across the entire market. Okay, so on the weekly chart, we are looking for a bounce on the SPY. I'm telling you right now, the weekly chart. So it could take all week. It could take all week. It could take a week or two. But it's looking for a bounce. It's looking for a reason to bounce. It could happen during the Trump speech tonight. So everything I say could go out the window. But it's going to bounce regardless. So it's not going to bounce immediately. It could bounce immediately. Anything could happen, but it's looking for a reason. So if we go to gold, conversely, gold is looking for an excuse to sell off. We have negative RSI. We have a bounce off the RSI, so it could go like temporarily higher and then sell off. But we have a downward momentum of the RSI. We have a lower high of the RSI after the bounce. And all it takes is one of these cross downs to happen for a nice big sell-off. Now, why gold? Because gold is a sanctuary, right, from risk on, risk off. So a gold selling off could mean SPY going long, if that makes any sense, which means YMAX go up. Okay, so let's go to Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Bitcoin, we're still looking for a big bounce, a big reversal bounce. So we did have the 80K to 90K bounce after, I think last week, had the RSI showing outside of the Bollinger Band as well. And what that means is whenever the RSI leaves the Bollinger Band, there should be some sort of bounce or at least sideways action. So these candles are gigantic, so expect gigantic sideways action. But right now, we're looking for at least sideways action or a bounce. Typically, every time it appears there is a bounce followed by more downside momentum. Now, I don't know if I talked about AT&T today yet, but AT&T I talked about yesterday, and how that was set up for a blow off top, and it could happen at any time. So this week, it looks like it decided to crash. It went up another 30 cents and out of nowhere just sells off. This is the daily. If we go to the 1 minute, auto zoom out, and it just fell off a cliff for no reason whatsoever. Okay, you could say anything you want, but this is just no reason whatsoever. But it was all set up for a blow off top movement. It was all set up. Now the problem is more capitulation. People are going to capitulate into this move. There's going to be a lot of taking profits, and everyone is looking at right here this big juicy $23 gap on the weekly chart. So capitulation. Another stock we talked about yesterday is GME. Now GME, I said it was going to probably most likely retest 23.5. Today was beautiful. It retested 23.5. Look at that. 23.5, 23.50, I mean. And bounced off it. So a retest is it hits it and it bounces off of it. So it did good. Now, what we have to look out for if we go to the 1 hour chart is that it's in a bear flag. Whatever you can like the stock if you want, but right now you got to be careful. We're in a bear flag that's targeting a much lower price. If we go back to the weekly chart, we can see there's still downward pressure. We can still move down further. We have the 50 moving average at 24, a fail or 24.11. A failure or gap down and open below 24.11 could mean more downside for GME. Now look at this. The 200 moving average is in line with the bull flag on the 1 hour. The 1 hour bull flag or bear flag. Bear flag. The 1 hour bear flag lines up with the weekly 2197 200 EMA. Isn't 2199? Isn't that weird? Isn't all that weird? It's almost like a puzzle fitting together. And look at Intel. Intel failed at 22. I've been watching this stock for forever. Intel failed 22 hard. Where can it go? Well, I thought it was going to go much lower long ago, and it decided to do a bunch of stuff that I didn't expect it to do. So there's that. Now MSTR, I know I talked about yesterday about how I wasn't sure about the Bitcoin move causing the cross up because it's so volatile right now. But now we have a bunch of good things looking up for MSTR. MSTR RSI has crossed up above the middle. It has also crossed up the blue over the yellow. So MSTR looks prime for positive movement for the next couple days or day, next day or day. And same thing for the Bitcoin on the daily chart. RSI is positive. We had a cross up not too long ago, 3 days ago. Technically, it could go sideways and then move up. If we go, I think I already looked at the weekly chart. Tesla, okay. Now Tesla, I remember talking about how it needs to open above 295 to be bullish. It will. Okay, here's the daily chart 302 that I was talking about the other day. 302 was the 200 moving average on the daily chart apparently. So it needed to break above 302 and hold, if not break above 295 and hold. 295, if we go to the weekly chart, is the 50 EMA. So it all lines up. It is like a puzzle piece. It all lines up. So here on the daily chart, we have the 302 resistance that was rejected on that day. And then on the weekly chart, we have the failure of the 295. And what does that mean? Capitulation. Yes, that's right. Now, if I knew that I didn't know, but if I actually oh, look, everything's failing, buy a put, this is why I invest in the YMAX. Yep. Trading is not for everyone. I can't catch everything all at once. I need to have 100 minds together. Oh yeah, by the way, so the market cipher, it's free for everyone. I uploaded it to this p5js.org editor, so I'll put the link down below. All you do is copy it, select all, copy it, and put it into your TradingView Pine Editor. Hit new, paste, add to chart, and voila, should load right up. And you too can be a pro stock trader. So let's real quick look at the 1 minute SPY chart. Could we have profited today using our pro Cipher? Let's see, we had a cross up early in the day that you could have took profit on at the EMA. We had another cross up that went even higher, that went to another EMA. So there appears to be the current trend for today. Use the EMA. We had a cross down that didn't go very far, so you probably would have lost on that one unless you took it quick. Then we had a strong cross up that if you took it, you profited, and you had to take it at the correct. So if you would have took it at the cross down, I guarantee you would have got some money. And then we had a nice cross up with a green bar. Yes, this one would have definitely made you money. It went from 577 to 582. And where would you have taken it when it started crossing down way up here in the red zone? Look at that. It even gives you a sell signal. Could you have caught the biggest move today? Well, yeah, if you weren't at lunch eating food, stuffing your face, and working with the sink in the afternoon, yeah. You could have bought a put right here, being like, hey, it's the end of the day. Let's see if I can make a little bit of money. And holy crap, dude. I'm kicking myself for not being online at the time, is what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm not using my market cipher, but I'll put it in the link down below.